What's going on YouTube? It's your boy TVK and I'm here with my friend Lila.
Hi,
Crosswhite.
how are you?
This is the Viola Nation. We're doing a video. I'm doing a video, guys. This is nuts.
With the Violas.
Violas.
Exist.
Hey, Viola Nation in the house. Today we're going to be talking about, very briefly, some tips for college auditions because you already know it's time. It's happening.
It's time to start getting on that.
Yes, and so we want to provide, because we've both been to college, right? I went to college, I auditioned a couple times, you know, and so we want to take our knowledge, experience, and expertise to help you understand like what to expect through the whole process. Today we're going to be focusing mostly on the preliminary process, like the applications, the setup, the scheduling.
All that fun stuff.
Oh yes. So with that, let's just jump right into it.
First step, make a list of schools. Do that college research. Figure out where you want to go. Who are the teachers? Do you like the cities? It looks like a nice environment you could thrive in.
That's super huge because the environment is going to be really important. If you want to be a freelancer, if you want to be doing like Broadway, you got it. And we've talked about this in a previous video that I had with my friend Ken Kubota. You can click it here. How to choose your school for college. But yeah, finding the environment is super important because if you want to do Broadway, go to New York. If you want to do studio recording, go study in LA somewhere. So it's kind of have an idea. Also, what Lila said was really important about figuring out who the teachers are, because when you're going for colleges, you want to go to school for the teacher, not just the school. Right. Because your teacher's gonna be who molds how you play.
And like, can you vibe with the teacher? Does the teacher focus on things that you know you need to work on? Will they encourage you in the direction you know you need to go? Because all teachers have their own niche, their style and whatnot, and you make sure that matches with yours.
And a good way to figure out where you want to go and what teachers you want to study with is to consume a lot of different players. If you like the way a certain person sounds, figure out who taught them. Because if people have results that you want, you need to do what they do. And if they went to specific teachers, definitely go and investigate that. So another way is while you're listening on YouTube, just ask a lot of people where they went to school and who they study with. Do a little deep dive in Google. It's gonna take some work, but I promise you're gonna be happier in the end.
It's worth it.
So after you've done your research, contact the teachers. That's super huge because what you want to do is you want to have a trial lesson with as many of the teachers as possible. And college juniors out there, or high school juniors rather, no matter what, during your junior year you do get some time, from at least my experience, to go visit colleges. See if you can correspond your trial lessons with those college visits. That's super huge. And if you don't have access, if you can't find their email, ask your teacher if they can help you get in contact with the teachers at these schools, because sometimes it's a little bit more difficult. But we teachers have a little bit more power and say and know a few more people, so we can maybe get that email. So if you can't figure it out through your Googling, ask your private teacher to help you get in contact with these. And
sometimes the music school can help you out as well. They'll be able to say, oh, they're out of town with their quartet, they'll be back during this day, so try to contact him or her during this time. Takes persistence. Just be persistent.
If you want it, you gotta do it.
Life 101.
Another thing that's super important and that helped me in a lot of ways was my teacher told me, okay, once you've decided where you wanted to go, make an Excel spreadsheet, and I did this, of all of the different schools and their audition requirements, and then put them all down. See which ones are asking for the same things and only audition for those schools. Because if you've got a couple of schools that ask you to play these specific pieces and another school that says you can pick any piece, that actually is very compatible. But if you have a bunch of different schools that are asking for a bunch of different things, you also need to be kind to yourself and not learn 7 different pieces if you can save your time. Have a big list, do a lot of research, compile it all, and then see what's in common and narrow down your list, because college auditions are stressful enough. Help yourself, help me, help you, help you, help you, right?
You'll be thankful if you do that, trust me. All right, so next up we have is to actually make a plan for your audition process. Because don't forget, there's not only the practicing you have to do, but it's also the actual applications, and it can get super overwhelming, especially when you're applying to 3 or 4 different schools. So get out, make an Excel spreadsheet, get a Google Calendar, whatever you want, a notebook, planner, and figure out, okay, let's see, for this week, what do I want to excel at? Do I want to knock out the first, like, these 3 movements of this, or do I want to make sure I get in the applications for this school, this school, this school? Or do I need to want to do 1 or 2 essays? by the end of this week. Actually have a plan before you just dive in and then...
With deadlines.
Yes.
Because if you actually...
Timestamp those.
Timestamp the things. Because if you have different make sure you keep all the application dates kind of in the same place so you know which ones are due which. Attack the first applications that are due the soonest first. That just makes sense. It's kinder.
Yep.
And there are many different ways, especially with online applications. I haven't auditioned in a while, but I remember during my grad school, there were certain portals where like 3 or 4 schools use this one portal. So if I did these applications, it automatically filled in other applications. So there are ways to be more efficient, but definitely so if you say, okay, I have 3 months until this audition is, this application is due, make sure you have that essay written in the first month. So you don't have to worry about it. Everybody waits till the last moment. I did, and I hated myself for it.
Oh man.
I waited till Thanksgiving break to do all 6 applications.
Why did you do that?
Because I was dumb. Don't be like me. And if you just do a little bit every single day, just like take it 1 week at a time. Say, this week, I'm gonna email all the teachers and I'm gonna work out the trial lessons. This week, I'm gonna do 1 application. I'm gonna get all that basic, boring stuff out the way. And then I'm gonna go for ice cream. And then this week, and the next week, I'm gonna do the essays, and so on and so forth. Just make sure you give yourself adequate deadlines so you're always done way before.
Basically, you're practicing time management, which will come in handy when you're actually in college.
In college, yes.
I wish I'd been better at it.
Me too, because all I did was nap and play video games.
You napped?
Yeah, dude. I had it's nuts. Like, I napped every day. Like, I had morning classes. I would go get lunch, and then I would nap until my afternoon rehearsals.
I never napped. I was too social.
I was biphasing. No, I didn't talk to nobody. And then I would stay up till like 3 in the morning playing ping pong in the basement. So, you know, college is awesome.
It's great. We survived.
We survived.
Well, yeah.
Man.
Speaking of the essays,
yes.
Start those things early.
Yeah.
Just get them done.
Yeah, just really, and it could be something as simple as, I'm gonna do 3 paragraphs every weekend. And it was funny, what's really great, and don't tell any of the colleges I said this, guys, you need to keep this to yourself, but a lot of these college essays are kind of the same. So if you write one for one, I'm cheating, but like totally, I literally just took the same essay and changed the college name. I literally did that. I can't, for my undergrad, I totally did that.
I might have done that too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you just get one done, especially if the prompts are very similar, a lot of these prompts are gonna be like, how do we change music, classical music, and bring it into pop culture? Like,
or what experiences in your life has prepared you to do this career? Or what community service have you done?
Yeah. Like, how have you used your gift in the service of others? Like, okay. Like, just like address each of these once a week, like one question or one prompt a weekend, and then you're gonna find that a lot of these things are similar, and then you can just copy and paste and change. Also, Control F is your best friend. Make sure that you change all of the instances of you using the college name in every essay. Make sure you do a full search, because you do not want to be like, I really want to go to UCLA because the University of Southern California has always been my dream school. You don't want to. You don't want to do that.
Yep.
Or I want to go to Curtis because I know in my heart of hearts that Juilliard is the greatest school on planet Earth. It's like, bro, this ain't it, chief.
Yep, proofread.
Our last tip for you all is to set up at least 3 different dates of recording for your pre-screenings, if you have to do pre-screenings. There's so much that can be said about the stress that is no longer on you when you know that you have 2 other times to get it right. You could be playing bad on one day, and it's okay. It happens to everybody. You could have that first day where it's just not right. You can't really get it, and it doesn't work. But then you have other ones, and then you can get a better take. Like, just make sure you give yourself time. And yes, you may have to pay your accompanist more money, but first of all, the accompanist is gonna be happier because that means they get more work. Number 2, like, if you get it right on the first day and you have a take that's really great, you don't have to do the other ones. It's all good. It's all goody.
It's all fine.
Yeah.
But be nice to yourself. Give yourself time. leave room for error.
Can you go back, Lila, before we end this, can you go back to when you were doing your applications? What was the most challenging aspect of it for you? What was the one thing that you'd wish people would prepare you for?
One of them would have been all the essays.
Yeah.
Because first off, you get overwhelmed by all the things they're asking you, and then it's really, most of it's probably they're just trying to see if you can write well. And then once I realized that, it's like, oh, I can write well. All my writing teachers liked me. Okay. Also, another thing that I wish I'd been prepared for was sometimes college websites can be kind of hard to figure out. When I first sat down to go actually do the whole searching through, it was like, how do you find this information? And it might take time to figure out how to navigate the different websites, because
just look for apply or contact. Those usually will get you in the right.
Or college. Okay, I want the School of Music. Go School of Music. And
undergraduate or graduate.
Yeah, and then there's the same general formula that applies across the board. But at first, it's like, oh my goodness, where is this stuff located?
I know. That's nuts. Yeah. And also, just going back to the essays, the biggest tip I can give for you is to be open and authentic, and if they ask you to list your struggles, be honest. Like, be honest about your trials and tribulations, about your home life, about your perspective, about where you grow up, because they do want to see you. I remember my undergraduate essay, the founder of my school literally said, we really wanted you because of your essay.
Wow.
Like, your essay was so powerful. Your perspective of coming from a divorced parent who sacrificed everything for you to pursue classical music, and the fact that you as an African American want to be a positive influence on other younger classical African Americans. You want to be that, and you want to change the paradigm. That's really important. So show how you want to change the music world. Be authentic. Why do you want to pursue being a musician? What is it about it? Like, what about you makes you unique? Make sure to put that in there too, because the more personal, authentic you can be, the more you stand out.
Just be honest and be yourself.
Facts. Well, Lila, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for talking to the Viola Nation and like sharing your knowledge and wisdom. Yes. If you guys have any questions, please, as always, don't be afraid. Ask me in the comments. I'm definitely getting back to answering comments and really engaging with you all again. If you like this video, don't forget to like. Also, hit the bell, subscribe, do all that stuff, you know what to do, and I'm definitely going to be producing more content. Until then, hope you guys have a great day, and don't forget to play, homie, play.